Hello and welcome to TVBOSS Essentials Session 9. In this video we're going to go through using the TVBOSS software to create your channels inside of Roku. So here you see I'm on the login page. The URL for this will depend exactly where you installed the software earlier in these videos, and you just put in your username and your password, and then you click the login button, and that will take you inside the software. Videos 1 to 6, and then you'll see down here you have your feed URL. Now if it shows this index PHP after the JSON, just take that off. So your feed URL is this URL that I've just highlighted, and in my case, because I have an SSL certificate installed, I can use it with or without the HTTPS, and this shows that it's valid. So let's just go through this sort of step by step, at least for a couple of videos. So with the dates here, last updated, I would suggest the only thing you change here is the year, the month and the day. Do not change this other information here, and equally you can just keep this on EN-US, which of course stands for English US. We're generally talking about short form videos here, so I'll give it an ID, a title, a short description. Then you choose one of the genres here, and you can choose more than one, but for this case or this example I've just chosen one, and I've just got one tag here. This will be used later for your categories, so this is where you would set it up, and you just add it by clicking and entering something in. If you want to delete it, you can just click there to delete. Then I've got a date added and the duration, and I'll show you in another video how to get the duration and also how to get the bit rate. I've set in here the player link that we covered in another video, along with the quality of the video and the fact that it's an MP4 file. Then we have the thumbnail. Now this thumbnail should be 800 by 450, and it should be a JPEG file. You can use a PNG, but all that will happen is that will get converted by Roku, and sometimes they don't do a brilliant job of converting them. So I would just suggest you upload a JPEG file. Now the release date, that's important when you want to set the way the videos appear on your channel. So if you look, this is session 1, so I've got that is 2018, the 11th month, the 10th day, and if I scroll down and look at the next one, you'll see it's a day later, and so on. I mean, these dates don't necessarily have to be exactly accurate, but if you want it to appear as session 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc., then it is important that you set these dates, because otherwise what will tend to happen is you'll just get a random display and they won't be in the order that you want them to appear. Now, with these thumbnail images, they can actually be hosted anywhere, but the thing to remember is these images are going to get rendered over and over again as people visit your channel. So, as has already been mentioned previously, I would suggest that you make sure that it's on a reliable platform. So if you have your own VPS, or you have the hosting provided by CPoint, or you have them on Amazon S3, then that will sort of be okay. But do not use shared hosting, as you know, you will probably find your account will get very quickly suspended because of the load this puts on the server if you have a successful channel. And so at the moment, as you can see here, I've got 6 videos, but I can continue to add them just by clicking on this button here to add a short form video, and then just fill in the fields here with all the information. If I want to get rid of this particular one, then I just come down to the bottom here and click this last short form video with the X, and that will then get rid of that particular one. So you'll see now, if I scroll back up, I'm now on video 6. So that's how simple it is really to add your videos. Do make sure you add in all the details here that you see. You can add more than one video URL, but in general, to keep it simple, you just need one video, and it doesn't really matter if it's HD, full HD, or ultra high HD, which is 4K. It will downscale it if need be. If you upload a higher resolution and the person's whose TV is being watched on, obviously if it's a lower resolution, then it will just adjust it to play on that TV. So that's a simplistic explanation of what you need to do to add the videos to your channel. And of course you are going to get this JSON feed URL here, so it should always end feed.json, and then that is what we go into, as has been explained already. If I just log into my Roku account and get in the developers dashboard, so just wait for this to load, go into the little avatar there and select developers, and then go into the dashboard, manage my channels, pick the relevant channel, so in this case TVBOSS Essentials, click on the preview and update, and if we go down here you'll see one of them is feed URL, so I don't need to actually update that because I already have that in there. But if I've added videos, what I will want to do is go into the feed status and refresh. You then do need to give it probably a minute or two for it to actually update. You can see this particular one was last refreshed via this control panel on the 15th of December. I'll just refresh the page up the top and we'll see what it shows now. So I think I've probably given it enough time. No, looks like I haven't yet, but this date in here and time should update. And the important thing is that you have the green tick and then however many items you have in your channel here. If there's an error, it will typically show a red X, and then you need to take some action to fix that. So that explains how you add the videos and use the TVBOSS software. If I log out, it will take me back to this login page. The logo and the title you see here, which actually is an image anyway, will depend on whether you have the white label version or not and whether you have rebranded it. If you've rebranded it, then it will no longer say TVBOSS version 3.0.1, but will say whatever you've set in this image that appears. So if I want to log back in, as long as I've got my username and password in, I can just click and that will take me back inside. So hopefully that covers this for you, and like I said, in another video we'll cover about how you get the duration and how you get the bit rate, because you do need to set that inside of here for each of your videos that you add. Thanks and bye for now.